All right, this is where I stayed yesterday. As you can see, it has a Pinhoti sign. America's best value inn. A little bit out of town, and really nice, really hiker friendly. So if you want a Modi to stay in, this will be it. And gonna start a road walk back towards the spur trail. I was trying to figure out if there's any other way I could go, but I think it's all gonna come out to the same mileage anyway. So probably gonna do an extra 5 miles today with the road walk and the spur trail combined. It being Sunday, I don't know if I'll be able to get a ride. So yeah, nice little Nero day yesterday. Feel recharged, feel rejuvenated. Time to get back on that trail, baby. All right, just walking by WM Grocery this morning, and let's see if I can get you a view of it. It's down this road right here, off the main highway. But apparently they have hiker fuel. I never stopped in, but apparently they have hiker fuel if you need it. So it's about halfway between town and the Modi. So if you need hiker fuel, there you go. All right. Not a bad road walk. Nice way to stretch the legs in the morning. So I'll probably do that Heflin spur back out. Like I said earlier, gonna add on a little 5 miles maybe, but wakes you up, I'll tell you that. Ooh, and there's a Jack's that you walk by. But I'm not gonna. I've already grabbed enough grub. That way. Oh, I could have gone to the library yesterday. That's what I was looking for. I didn't know if it had it, but yeah, Heflin does have a library. It's right next to Jack's and pretty close to downtown Heflin. So if you need a library, there it is. Man, I wish I would have known about that yesterday. All right, just got back to the spur trail, and gonna be taking a left, heading back to that park. Gonna probably stop there for a second and recharge up all my stuff, even though I haven't lost a lot of battery. And from there, just slowly on groove on. All right, later. So I am back on the Pinhoti. If it doesn't look like I'm sweating or it took me shorter than y'all thought, that is because I ended up not having to hike the spur trail back. I ended up getting dropped off at the parking lot where the spur is. That's the spur right down there. Because I texted Tammy this morning, just a wild shot, saying, hey, if you guys might be able to give me a ride to trail, that'd be cool. If not, no worries, I know it's Sunday. And she responded back within the hour saying, yeah, where are you? I'm like, well, just got into Main Street. And she's like, I'm gonna come pick you up. And I'm like, all right. So that saved me about 4 miles of non-trail miles today. So that's pretty awesome. I can't say enough about the folks in Heflin. Awesome people, and it is a must stop in the Pinhoti Trail. Whether you're going northbound, whether you're going southbound, must stop. Heflin, thanks to everybody I met, and great town, great people, awesome place. All right, back on to the Pinhoti. All right, that's where I think I'm gonna take lunch, that Lower Shoal. Ooh, sorry. Lower Shoal Creek shelter. Probably only gonna do a smaller mile day today. Yeah, about 20 out of town. Just it's easier to do big miles when you wake up on trail. I got out of the Modi around 7:30. Then I had to do that 1.5 mile road walk about back in downtown. Then I waited around and Tammy picked me up. So probably didn't get onto trail 9:30. I could do a bigger mile day, but just getting out of town, just get back onto it, do at least a good amount of miles. So 20's the goal. We'll see how far I get. All right, mile 116.7. You have this water source and it's flowing. There's nothing wrong with it exactly, but I'm being picky right now. I have the luxury of being picky with my sources, and because I'm pretty well hydrated. So I was gonna stop there to camel up real quick, but I don't know, it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't hit me right. So there should be water in another mile, and if not, there's 100% water at the shelter in another 2.8. This other one in a mile is supposed to be seasonal as well, so we'll see. But like I said, nothing wrong with the water source at 116.7. Just didn't vibe with me right then. So let's go find some agua. All right, to lunch. I think that mileage is off unless I did a faster pace than I thought. I thought I had more than 1.2 miles to the shelter, but I'm not complaining. That just means grub sooner for me. All right. Very nice. Check out Lower Shoal Shelter. Fit a good couple hikers in here. Got TP in case you're out, hiker log, and this is where I'm gonna grub down. And this is the water source I was waiting on. Definitely worth the wait. Definitely worth the wait for the water source. Check this out. That's good agua right there. And you even got a little waterfall. Not giant, but little waterfalls coming down. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, break time. So about 2 miles from the shelter, pretty easy miles too, cruisy miles. So even if it's at the end of your day and say you don't want to camp at a shelter or something, about 2 miles from it, you get to a, wow, pretty open camp spot. You have a fire ring, tent site, tent site, tent site, tent site, just tent sites everywhere. So depending on what you want to do, even if you want to just get a little more miles out of that day, mile 121.4 pretty good for tenning. And water source looks a-okay to me. The only question becomes, how do you keep the feet dry? Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Oh, no, 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 no. Maybe back this way. Haha. Now don't cross right where the trail is, just keep walking a little bit and you'll be able to keep your feet dry. Success. All right. So, Alabama has a lot of what I like to call these sitting trees because it curves in. Let me try to get you a better view. It curves in and you can perfectly sit like there, like a bench. Alabama has a good amount of them. A lot of the sitting trees. I haven't actually sat on one yet. Next one I see. But what I was gonna say is don't worry about water at all after Lower Shoal Creek Shelter, because you're just passing good sources left and right. I think from 121.4 to mile 122.8.9, just keep crossing these little branches into this bigger creek that we've been paralleling for a while. So, agua is good. All right. Pretty awesome. All right. This one's gonna be difficult to stay dry on. Oh. It's not so much that the rocks are terribly far apart, it's just the shape of them. Your foot has to hit that perfectly. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Ooh, baby. Boy, stay dry. All right. So that might be my proposed camp spot for tonight, but thought it was farther. Huh. Well, I guess I'll get there and see what's up. Not too worried about the miles today, like I was saying. Coming out of town, just kind of do what you can do, because a lot easier waking up on trail, because as soon as you pack up and start, you've started for the day instead of having to get back to trail, all that. So, we'll see. Feeling good. Beautiful day. And, yeah, it's still pretty early, so I think it's around 2 maybe. We'll see. All right. Alright, so this must mean I'm, well, I guess in point 1 you cross the sign for the campground, but it's off to my left. And when you were walking the Pinhoti in, you could see, oh, you can still see bits and pieces. Let me get you some video. But it looked like a pretty nice nice campground. Has some big open spots. There's some spots tucked back by that little creek. It was pretty nice. This is it. I guess these are all the picnic areas. I guess you can camp here as well. But then it goes way back in there. And you can even go farther back, which looks like somebody's having a fire back there. And then campground's to my left, and trail is straight ahead. So we're about to come over this creek, and I think I got it on previous video. It's a pretty wide creek. You actually could cool off and swim some of those days. Blue blaze. Let's see what kind of viewage I can get you through here. Not the best, but it shows you a little bit the width of the creek. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, I think there's water in like point 1. I mean, there's water there, but cross over a footbridge to get to it, so that's where I'm going. All right. Very mellow terrain coming once you get back on trail out of that campground. And so I said I was going to stop at that bridge for water at 125.4, I believe, but it was a little higher of a bridge than I wanted it to be, and you would have to go down a little, granted it's not bad, but you'd have to go down a little gully to get to it. So I'm like, you know what, I'm good. I've been picky with my water sources today, so I'm like, let me try to get to 126.1, see what that's about. And I got there, and nice little gravel beach for me to sit on, filter my water. It was good. It was really good. So if you can, I would go to that second water source, because that one is a lot better, a lot easier to get to, looked a little bit better. And yeah, I've been picky today, because when you got time on the trail, you got the luxury to pick and choose what you want. Like, I'm gonna be able to get to this shelter. I'm gonna probably get there 5:30ish. I've been cutting back my pace a little bit, and there's really no need for me to go any farther for the day. You just kick back, relax. All I want to do is end up averaging close to 20 for this trail, so when I go into the PNT, I don't get there too soon. So enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy the just relaxing, kick back days of just cruisy miles. Been paralleling Shoal Creek to the right for a good amount of time. Good amount of time. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the cruise. All right, now I'm gonna keep running. So the GoPro, it was at 100% battery this morning, and by what, it's like 4 o'clock now, a little after 4, it won't turn back on. So that doesn't make any sense, because last section, when I was at like 20 or 30% battery, sometimes I could squeak out half a day, a little more out of just that battery alone. So it shouldn't be draining the way it's draining. So I got to figure that out, but well, I got it back up. I'll just splice this footage in there. Pretty beautiful, guys. Awesome meadow. Got a lake down there too. Really, really cool. All right. So beautiful meadow at mile 128.1. And if the video looks different for this video, I'm shooting it with my phone because I gotta tell you, that GoPro is giving me some problems. I think I figured out the video, the quality wise, why it was messing with me last time, but now it was one sec, I need a picture of this. This is where the junction is. I guess we're here, and the Pinhoti keeps going like this. But if you look, there's a little trail system right through there, which I'm assuming is that way, and the Pinhoti's this way. So we'll stick to the Pinhoti. She's treated us well so far. So we'll keep going with her. Pretty cool lake though. Good agua. 128.8, I believe. All right. Beautiful lake. Brought us around the Pinhoti, brought us around the outside. Looks like there's a trail system running on the inside lane of the lake, but we still get to see a lot of it, so still beautiful. Sweet. Huh. I don't get it. I've been seeing a lot of those lately. Last half mile-ish, they've been at a lot of the crossings. Just must mean no bikes or four-wheelers or anything like that. Foot traffic only. Cool. All right, here we are at a Laurel shelter. Trail shelter, Laurel shelter. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, we got recliners. That might have just sealed the deal, guys. That might have just sealed the deal. This might be home for the night. Oh man, I'm gonna kick back in one of these bad boys. trail register, and I might tent. I don't know how much I want to sleep in a shelter with mice, depending if it has mice. So we'll see. But gonna take it easy now. Kick back, relax. Oh, and water source is right there. Pretty good water source. So yeah, cool. All right. So I decided to keep Laurel shelter as my camp spot for the night, and this is what it looks like. I actually set my tent up in there because I know a lot of people hate that, because on the AT the shelters are packed and it is reserved for people that need to go in there, get out the rain, or don't have a shelter system. But there's literally been nobody, so I thought I would be able to get away with that. And it's still a big shelter. I mean, I've seen one other through hiker the entire time I've been out here, so I'm not too worried about it. And say a big group does come, needs to use the shelter, easy enough to pack up. But something I'm super bummed about is I can't find my tent stakes. So the system I have, it can freestand on its own well enough, and once I put all my stuff in there, it'll weigh it down, so I'm not too worried about that. It's just the 2 tent stakes for my rain fly. So hopefully next town I'll be able to find, if not tent stakes, something that'll be able to replace them and be able to work that out. But yeah, ended up eating dinner here, and by the time I ate dinner it was like 6 o'clock. And like I said, I don't need to push like heavy anywhere. I was looking at the map, about a 27 tomorrow, I think, and after that mid 20 again. So decided to take it easy today, day out of town, no rush, got a great water source. And yeah, the only thing I'm bummed about is I can't figure out where those tent stakes could have gone, because I packed up my tent yesterday morning when I neroed into town, and I know I had them, so they either got lost in the car when I got a hitch back to the trailhead, or when I got dropped off at the motel. I did a double check of the room. I don't think they were in there. But like I said, not a huge deal. I've been blessed with good weather, and it looks like there's a bunch of shelter systems for the foreseeable future. So if there's places I need to set up or just need to cowboy camp in the shelter, can make it work. All right. Cool guys. So yeah, 6 o'clock ish. Gonna be relaxing and gonna plug in a big mile day tomorrow. All right, peace.